So I've been going to South by Southwest for like 12 years, I think, 11 years maybe, and have been fairly active in it throughout the entire time. You know, ranging from speaking on a panel, which I've done most of the years that I've gone, all but one I think I've been on a panel. I've given a solo talk before. I've, for 4 years, I was the host of the Web Awards. You know, just I'm on the steering committee. It's just kind of it's like the Web 2.0 thing that I've been really involved in. Like, I don't do a lot of conferences. I don't do a lot of the schmoozing and stuff like that. But that's one I've done every year, and it's it's significant because it's such a movers and shakers kind of conference, or at least it has been. You know, over the years, became very close with a lot of people that, you know, if you're in web development field, you would probably know these people, and you know, I consider them to be close friends because of this ongoing year after year hanging out. Especially, you know, 12 years ago, you're hanging out with people before there was business plans, before there was all the, you know, we knew that people were doing things for passion, absolutely. So, you know, over the last couple years, a few years, it's been a mental challenge for me because so many people that I've known all this time have become really successful in the traditional sense. You know, they've built incredibly successful companies. They've, you know, in the news, you know, in magazines, you know, I'm talking about like people that created things like Twitter, you know, and so it starts to become a little bit of a mental challenge for me. I need to make sure I don't get caught up in the game of comparison. It can be really challenging for my ego to go and hang out with friends who at one point we were equal in our big dreams and lots of ideas, peers. And then, you know, we go away for a couple years and come back, and I still have big ideas, and they've implemented some of these ideas into massive companies, you know, and they're movers and shakers and affecting our world. And it's like, it's easy for me to slip into, oh, I'm not really realizing my potential, or I suck. Now, I know that is an incredibly unhealthy path. Comparison is a terrible tool because it's never accurate. You can never compare yourself against the choices that someone else makes. You can only compare yourself against your own state of happiness, your own state of contentment, your own state of satisfaction. You know, so it's like, I could go from, I'm happy, yay, I like my life, and suddenly go, oh, but that looks like they're doing better. Oh, suddenly my life sucks, doesn't it? Yes, I guess it does. I guess I'm not happy. And it's like, what a crazy mental thing we do. But I don't think I'm alone in that. I'm becoming more at peace with the fact that I am not a digital frontier guy anymore. You know, I used to be building things in technology that was kind of on the cutting edge. And that's just, technology has leapfrogged beyond me. And the areas that I'm interested in and I'm exploring are much more about the heart and the soul and the spirit. And they're kind of timeless. I mean, I think I'm doing it in the digital space, but I am not a technical leader anymore. Now, all that could change with this new hugnation iPhone app that I've got in my mind. But that being said, that shift in identity is kind of important for me to not play that comparison game with the South by Southwest. So this year, I was still planning on going to South by Southwest. I had, in fact, I had a panel approved. It's in the program. I've sent them my photos to be in the program and on the website. It's the same, South by Southwest is the same time as an event in San Diego, or actually it's in Mexico, called Fuente Eterno. I think so. And that is I've never been, but it is, by many people's descriptions, the most magical non-Burning Man event of the year. It takes place in these hot springs in this just paradise location in Baja. But it's the same time, and I'd have to pick one or the other. And so I really struggled. I mean, and I think it's more than just what am I going to do that weekend, because South by Southwest is representative of this consultant path for me, my livelihood, my career, this identity as an expert in this digital space. It's how I've made a living. It's how I do all my consulting. Not because I'm South by Southwest, but that part of my persona. Whereas Fuente is more of the trippy pseudo Burning Man spirituality vibe that I would like to make more of my life. And there's a part of me that believes that it can be my livelihood. I don't know how. Jacob says, you know, you don't ask you don't tell the universe how, you just tell it what. So I want to have abundance, and while following a path of spiritual education, teaching, and awareness. But I don't know what that looks like, and so I'm trying to be open to have that happen. Now, so what do? I mean, symbolically, I'm saying I'm going to let go of what has worked for me, let go of my job, my career, my reputation, and let the current flow me towards what feels right, even though I have no idea if that's a monetary thing. I have no idea how I'm going to survive. I have no idea, but so that's where my state is right now. I have called South by Southwest. I have told them I will not be attending, or I probably won't be attending. Take me off the calendar, take me off the schedule, take me out of the program, and maybe I will see them next year. And got my tickets to Fuente, and I am trusting that the universe will help me figure out where I'm supposed to be. It's all part of this float more, steer less part of the equation. Love more, fear less. Feeling pretty solid about that. Float more, steer less. I'm really trying to commit to that. So we will see. This is going to be an exciting year. Trying to allow, not plan so much. Try to allow and listen and feel the direction that I'm pulled in, and trust that the universe knows better than I where I'm supposed to be.
You only live once. Enjoy the color.